It's just lovely, isn't it? The birds tweeting, animals bleating, the trees, the goodness, the water, everything around us. I don't know if anyone's noticed anything lately. Hey, I'm Colin. Some people call me the Crumbs. Crumbles even. I like to crumble things. Get things broken down, you know. I've had a channel on YouTube for quite a long time. Colin Crumbles 2015 is the name of the channel. I've done a couple of crypto channels as well. This is my new channel, Unfiltered Realisms. And today we're going to be talking about that big object in the sky, the star central to our solar system, the sun. I don't know if anyone's noticed anything lately. Over the last couple of years perhaps, things have changed around now for the sun. Got some notes here. Gotta make it good, haven't we? I'm just having a nice little walk now. I've just been to the tropical fish shop. They do sell some cold water fish as well, but I had to get some flake food for my big fish tank. I've got like a 6 foot in length one. I think it's about 400 and so litres. And then I've got one in the kitchen as well. So that the main one is in the living room, and the other one is in the kitchen, which has just got plants in it. So yeah, aquatic retailer in Kingsbridge, Swansea. Lovely shop, lovely set of guys. They've got some good fish in there too. At reasonable prices too as well, which is quite unrare these days. So yeah, this is my first video on the Unfiltered Realisms channel. Welcome. Hope I've not been waffling on too much. But today what I want to do, like I say, is talk about the sun. Is my camera okay, or does it need to go up a little bit? I think it's okay, isn't it? It's only a cheap camera. It's a little vlogging one, but it does the job. Catch things, and it's quite good for a little thing. So yeah, the sun. It's our closest star, centre of our galaxy, with our planets. It's made up of 75% hydrogen, about 25% helium. That's because the hydrogen is held together with gravity, which then collides and they create a new atom, helium. This is nuclear fusion, and it's very needed for all of our life on Earth and all the animals, the trees, the plants, and everything else. Continual fusion creates massive heat and pressure that spurts out X-ray and gamma rays toward the Earth, which we can then feel as heat. The plants and the trees around us, they photosynthesize. All the fungi, the mycelium, the fish in the sea with the plankton, up to the bigger species. So it's a very, very needed thing. It burns at about 27 million degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 15 million degrees Celsius. We can feel the heat. It gives the world energy. Now, for the last couple of years, I've noticed the sun is not what it should be. We've just come out of a solar maximum cycle. Every 11 years this happens. We've now gone into a solar minimum, and there were some big old events happening, almost Carrington-sized sunspots, which are magnetic poles from the moon, where they from the sun, where they interact with each other, and then it creates like a big old sunspot. And then these sunspots can spit out X-rays in space, a lot like proton stars can, and other elemental factors So there was an event called the Carrington event, where I think I'm not going to quote the date, put it here. Should have taken a note of that, shouldn't I? And yeah, so the Carrington event was an event, I'm thinking 1885, but maybe it's earlier than that, where loads of telegraphers using beep 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 Morse code stations and telegraph stations, which is the old way of sending messages before digital communications. When this Carrington event happened, and there's X-rays and high-power gamma rays hitting the Earth from coronal mass events, CMEs, lots of these telegraphers got shocked quite badly. I think some died as well. So back in the infancy of the technological revolution, of which we're at now, you can imagine the impact if a CME directly hit the Earth. Now, of course, the Sun is a big old size. It's like, I've got it here somewhere. It's a learning curve for everybody, you know. It's 864,000 miles across. The sunspots can vary from 10,000 miles across to 100,000 miles across. So when they hit out, because the Sun is the centre of the universe, and we're going around it. Is the Sun spinning? I think the Sun is spinning as well. But anyway, when we're going around it, if these sunspots are physically like in line with us, if you're playing pool or something, you're going to hit the ball. If you've got an angle, it's quite possible that a direct hit could happen. A lot of the times the CMEs, they just flick off. Just going to turn the camera around, there's a squirrel. Oftentimes the CMEs, they just flick off and don't hit us. But the main reason I want to talk about this video is because the Sun is no longer yellow, it's white. So I don't know if anyone's noticed this. There are times when the Sun and other stars can heat up, go supernova. All I'm saying is if it goes blue next, then we'll have to you know, watch out. So what I don't get is why no one is talking about this. For like 2 years I've been saying to people, oh look, the Sun, it's no longer yellow. Why is that? So if you ask a kid to draw a picture of the Sun, he's gone. If you ask a kid to draw a picture of the Sun, they're going to draw a picture of the Sun as yellow. It's not as white. Right, I'll just let these people go past. They're playing some sort of pop music. So while we're here, I can review my notes. I might just wait. Should have just waited for the squirrel to go past, shouldn't I, really? No bell.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Okay. So, where are we? The Sun is no longer white. I'm just going to turn the camera around. The Sun is no longer yellow, it's just white. Is there a bit of a halo around that, looking at it? So, why is this? Well, when the Sun is at its surface, it is actually white anyway, because it's white hot. It's only with infrared cameras can we see that there are differences in the shades and the colours and everything else along those lines. And so when we, with our eyes, look at the Sun, it changes. We see we haven't got a ultraviolet camera, so we see like a different light spectrum than what is actually coming out of the Sun. So oddly, when the Sun is ejecting and, you know, looking at the surface, it is white, as I say. So when we look at it, there's infrared and different colour spectrums that give it the colour that it appears to be, which is like yellow or red or whatever. But now it's just white, pure white, and it's been like this for about 2 years. So could this be because of pollution with, say, ozone layer depriving materials, CFCs, which are now replaced by forever chemicals, PFOAs and POFSs, which are now raining down on us? Is it because of the government in the UK spraying us with sun reflecting materials? That's quite a possibility. Normally in the atmosphere, when it is quite white like that, it's ice crystals that are refracting. That's why sometimes you can see odd events. I saw a circumzonical arc once. I can link in the video, which is where you see an upside down rainbow, and that's to do with the ice crystals being up really high, but yet not wanting to float down in a normal manner, so that they then go sideways. So that gives a appearance of an upside down rainbow. Of course, they're very rare, and only certain weather events with ice crystals high enough to create a difference in the atmosphere that we see these. So they're quite rare. Normally just over the poles as well. So anything below the equator is quite strange to see weather events like that. This still brings us to the question though, why is the sun appearing to us as white? You can see when it sets, it interacts with the clouds, and that gives it different hues and different colours and depths and all the lovely things like that we're used to. But now it's just white, and I don't get it. So what do you reckon, guys? I hope I've not bored you. I guess if you've made it this far, I've provoked you to have a little think about this. Maybe you could put your comments down, your opinions, just to get a little bit of a debate going. So this channel is just going to be about stuff that's real, you know, unfiltered realisms, whether it's political, which, you know, I've only just got into politics because it's kind of affected me over the last couple of years. It can be about geological, it can be about science. Things are happening around us. We need to take a look at what's happening around us, and maybe take action as well. We should be aware of what's happening around us and be ready also. So if you like this kind of stuff, this is just like a little, I've been thinking about this video for a while. In fact, I made a couple, but then I've decided, you know, try again, really, because it's quite hard to get your values and opinions around, isn't it, correctly. So yeah, hope you like this video. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, click the subscribe button, and the like button would really help as well. So whatever you're doing over this bank holiday weekend, enjoy, be safe, and wear a hat, wear some UV reflecting shades, filtering shades, and put your sunny on. Now, I've not put sunny on stupidly today, but I am going to go to a little sale now, so maybe a little boot fair, so maybe I can pick up some there. But honestly, I've been walking about in the shade anyway, just to be careful, because I'm quite fair. Alright guys, that's about it now. Have a good one. Hopefully I'll see you on the other side.